Hi, this is a demo of the Florence sewing machine. This is a mid 1800s Civil War era machine. It's mainly made of cast iron, and it has hand painted designs throughout. There's areas where there's this buildup of dirt and I could not get it cleaned off. I did some light cleaning on it, but there's even dirt on top of the paint here. So you have to be really careful if you're going to clean this to not to wipe off the paint that's on there. Overall, I'll talk a little bit about condition first. There's areas, and you can see that there's a little bit of rust here, and there's a few more areas where the paint is rubbed off and there's light amount of rust. There's also a lot of dirt buildup just throughout. There's probably missing parts here, and there's also a cracked part inside, and I'll show you that in a second. You can, let me turn this around so you can see on this side as well. You can see that there's a little dirt buildup. There's rough paint, worn paint. So that's as far as the condition on the surface here. And then I did want to show you inside it. So to open it, you basically slide this piece out, and this piece has no breaks in it. It's a slotted little door, and basically you pull this. This has a spring on it, so you pull this part of it out, kind of lift it, and carefully slide it out. You can also, to help, you can also lift this part of it out. Just make sure you don't hit the needle when you do that. So you kind of have to be careful doing this. Yeah, so that's about as far as it, I guess, it lifts up. So there's the door with all the markings. Flooring sewing machine, patented 1855 date. There's also another patent date of 1850 on here. Overall, good condition for its age. And then you can see inside, it appears that you do have most of the parts in here, but I don't know what you're supposed to have or not supposed to have. What I was referring to as a far broken piece, you can see that there's a piece that broke off here. Now, I don't think it affects the function, because all this is holding is this part, which is an adjuster for something. So you can see that that's broken. And then while I have it out, let me spin it so you can see that it does spin really freely. And you can see on top here as well that as I'm spinning, I'm just using one finger to spin it, and everything seems to be working on here. So I assume this part connects to some kind of a belt that drives it, but I don't have the table that originally went with it. And let's go ahead and so also wanted to show you that this thing does have a spring on it. I pull on it, let it go, and it comes back in. And I think there's another spring on the inside that kind of drives this part of it in and out. You can see that there is a long needle here. I don't know if this is the appropriate needle. That was there when I originally purchased it. So I wanted to show you that part of it. And let's go ahead and put this thing back in here before I show you the bottom. So what you have to be careful is when you put it back in, there's a little hole here, and the cover is supposed to fit right in. You can see that there's a little piece that goes into that hole that's from the cover. And then make sure the other part is that you fit this part of it fits in nicely. And so just make sure that you kind of guide this carefully, and just release that knob and it should fit right in. Don't force anything while you do this. And then we'll just put this back in carefully. There's a slot on here that it's supposed to fit right in. Slides nice and easy. Let me show you the inside of it. You can see there's a spring here that helps to kind of guide this in and out. And you can see as I spin, everything is spinning nicely. So everything from this part to that, you can see that we're spinning. And You can see also that I do have a spring here. I'm not sure, I think this is some kind of an adjustment. And I do have a spring here. I think this is for a bobbin for thread. Not sure what this is used for, but there is a spring and an adjuster that goes in and out as it probably should. So lastly, just on the back here, you can see everything is spinning nice and smooth. And like I said, just review it. There might be additional parts missing, so consider that before you bid or buy. Thank you.